What if you lived in a world where your death wasn't random? You knew when it was coming, and it's available for all to see at all times. Well, that's the premise for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is a dark fantasy world where this woman called the Paintress chooses who dies by painting their age on this giant monolith. Each year, the number gets lower and lower, and this year, you may have guessed by the title, we're at 33. We've got a year to stop her, or obviously humanity will become extinct. This is the start of a full Let's Play on expert difficulty, mostly blind except for the section that we got to play in a preview. If you like a game that balances really good storytelling and very cool turn-based combat, this is the one for you. Let's dive in here. If you're new here, I'm ChristopherOdd, and around these parts, we like to do something called setting the vibe. Lights off, headphones on, volume up. Just let yourself get into this one. And if you're not new here, let me know how you originally found the channel in the first place. I'd love to hear that. I'll try to get out of the game's way as much as I possibly can. And if at the end of this video, you enjoyed it and you had a good time, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff so that we see you again soon.
If you're gonna give someone flowers, you should probably do it before they wither and die.
What, the flower? Or Sophie?
Ooh, dark. Sophie would approve. Hey, you said it, not me. The others are waiting for you. You're supposed to be helping with the festival.
With what? Putting up 3 tables? They'll manage.
You underestimate Lumiere's enthusiasm for the expedition. There's at least 5 tables.
Marvelous.
Have you tried throwing with your other arm instead? If you could hit the Paintress directly, that would actually be useful.
You know, hobbies don't always have to be useful. I'm enjoying the uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. And soon, I'll get to do a lot more than throw rocks.
That's what all the other expeditions said.
Hey, you know they gave their lives to lay the trail for us, right?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes. Just... I'm not sure how to start. After 4 years apart, what do I say to her on the day of her gamage?
You're asking me? I don't know. Sun's about to set, so be direct. Hey, Soph, been a while. Could we...
I'm just like so incredibly pumped for this. I want to learn all about why things are the way that they are, how we got to this situation. When we got to play the preview before, we were kind of just dropped in there, and you're sort of figuring things out through notes and stuff that we would find, but now we're gonna get everything, and I'm ready for it. So Sophie sounds like a love interest of ours, but we did say that we've been apart for 4 years. Curious as to what happened there. And we'll see if we can find her.
All right, let's go. I'll accompany you there. Are you ready to see her again?
Yeah. Been ready.
So we'll check out as much as we possibly can around here. I have no intention of rushing through any of this. There will obviously be times that we are running like so, but that doesn't mean that I'm rushing through.
I set up these grapple shortcuts. Nice, huh? Don't tell your sister, though. I sort of borrowed the hooks from the Expedition Academy. Wish I had them when I was working as a courier.
I mean, that would help.
Come on, Gustav, speed up a bit. Sophie will have already gamaged by the time you've arrived.
My head.
So this, her saying like Sophie will have already gamaged. We did learn a little bit about that in the preview. And I believe what that means is that's what they refer to when the person essentially turns to dust. She gamaged. And we made kind of a, or she made a darker joke earlier.
I believe Sophie already turned 33. She looks so much younger than you.
Thanks.
She's popular. I'm sure she already has a necklace full of flowers.
I can imagine.
And it seems like the flowers that we're giving are sort of our way to show people before they go mage that you care about them. And so she's saying, oh yeah, she's probably fine. She's got lots of flowers.
What?
You look tense.
Yeah,
I know what you need. A little jewel.
No.
Come on, it'll loosen you up. You can't go and see Sophie all somber and tense. And if you win, I'll give you something you can use with your Lumina converter.
All right, you're on.
Yes!
Okay, sweet. So in the preview, the combat tutorial was in a totally different area, exclusively for that preview. Looks like we're getting it here now. We are going to go through this, even though I'm pretty familiar with the combat at this point, but I want you guys to be on the same page. Okay. So let's go through everything here. This is the battle wheel, and during your turn, your character can attack, aim, use a skill, or use an item. Skills are going to consume AP. You see that in the top bar there. We have 4 currently. And you can gain AP by performing base attacks or by parrying. Keep that in mind, because it's super important. The timeline on the left here, characters play turn by turn, and the turn order is indicated in the timeline. Try attacking to gain 1 AP. Yeah, no problem. We can do that. They changed the font, too, of the damage numbers, I noticed. That's cool. It's much more stylized now. Enemies usually perform 1 action per turn. You can defend during their attack. Mael will now attack. So this is where I think that the combat really shines. We have the ability to dodge or to parry. We're going to learn dodge, and then we're going to learn how to parry. If you dodge at the last moment, you trigger a perfect dodge, which is important for certain things we'll learn about later. But we got a dodge in there. Okay. Now, the skill wheel. We can spend the AP on casting certain skills. Each character can have up to 6 skills equipped that you can shuffle around as you wish between combat, and you can unlock as many as you have skill points for. But let's use a skill here. So we're going to go in, and we're going to start with the Lumiere Assault. We only have 2 right now, the one I mentioned, and Overcharge, as you can see. So Gustav's whole mechanic here is that he can use attacks and skills to charge up his Overcharge meter and unleash a devastating blow with the Overcharge skill. His Overcharge meter is on the right. We're at 2 out of 10. Use Lumiere Assault to gain charges. So this is going to generate 5 charges, unless we crit, in which case we get more charges. But each individual hit counts for its own charge. Okay. Now we have these little quick time events. Some people don't love this, and I think you can even turn them off. But for me, it keeps you a little bit more engaged in combat, especially because when the enemies are attacking, you have to be parrying and dodging. This gives you something to do while you're attacking as well. If you achieve perfect time, you can unleash stronger effects. It can help with crits. It can help with buffs. If you land all of them in the perfect timing, when you're buffing your party, for example, you get to buff more units instead of just yourself. So it does actually play a part in how things play out. So now we're going to parry here. Now, parrying is very important. It shares the same timing as perfect dodge, but it's more difficult than regular dodge. So my recommendation when you're learning how to fight, you're trying to kind of anticipate the timing of the enemy's moves. Usually a good idea to start with dodges because the window's a bit larger, and then dial it in with parrying so that you can get the AP every time you parry. It's pretty massive. You have more AP, you can do more things. So we're going to parry here. We're going to parry again. And we're going to parry one more time. When they do these combos, you have to parry each of them to get a counter. And the counters are usually extremely high damage. And it's really important because you're getting damage out on the enemy's turn. Gustav's overcharge meter is full. Use the overcharge skill now to unleash a devastating blow. And we'll go ahead and do that here. Overcharge is high lightning damage based on the amount of charges. One hit and it can break. So there's a bar underneath Mael's health at the top, that yellow one. And if you break an enemy, then you can stun them. They can miss their turn. a bunch of different good things can happen.
For those who come after.
Pretty powerful sparring lesson there.
You won. Now, don't you feel better? I see your smile. All right, now, let's go find Sophie.
So she's given us a color of
I
Lumina.
saw her near the red and white tree.
Yeah.
And that's something that we'll be able to use a little bit later on. We'll eventually get to this overland area. We'll have a camp, and then we have to find somebody to go to that camp that we can then give the color of Lumina to, and that will unlock some Lumina slots. If you don't know what Lumina slots are, we're going to learn about them soon.
The plaza is lively. Why people like to celebrate the gommage is still a mystery to me, but oh well.
Well, I mean, I guess you could equate it to a sort of funeral, but almost more of a... Well, you could say a funeral is a celebration of life, too,
The red and white tree. I've always found it beautiful. I don't really understand. You and Sophie broke up so long ago. But clearly you never got over her. Why'd you wait until today to say something? It's a bit late, isn't it?
No comment. Okay, that's the red and white tree.
Sophie's down there.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck. I'll be here for you if things don't go as planned.
Thanks.
All right.
The last few days meant everything.
Can we talk?
Gustav. I love you all.
That's for your, if there's room.
There's always room.
You know, I'm
missed you.
sorry that... I
You
miss
don't
you
need
too.
to... Okay.
You go.
No, you.
You know how I feel? I wish things had been... You know, I often think... Another path, you know, another future.
Still can't finish your sentences, can you?
Yep, that hasn't changed.
I missed that. I never faulted you for wanting to believe. You're fighting. To change things. I understand, just... in a different world, right?
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Stubborn people change the world. And you are the most stubborn person I know. Thank you. Walk me to the harbor?
Yes.
Like, I already have so many questions, man. First of all, why'd we split up? Second of all, What's in this trash can? You can change characters during exploration, doesn't affect battles. This is a normal trash can. Okay, well, we'll walk around as her for a bit. Also, don't know what happened to Gustav's left arm, but you can see he's got sort of a... I don't know if it's, like, mechanical or robotic or the best way to describe it, like, an automaton-like arm. There's some chroma that we can use for things later. It's just okay, it's just a trash can. I'm over it. Just a trash can.
Oh, hi, Sophie. So Gustav really did come, huh?
Yeah, he did.
I knew he would.
He definitely hears us.
Has everybody already left?
Yeah. Everybody's heading to the harbour. Sophie.
Looks like you still have a lot of flowers left.
Well, there are less and less people to buy them. I just wish you didn't have to wear one.
Tiffany.
I should finish cleaning up here and join everyone at the harbour. See you.
See you.
Everybody with this ring of flowers on their neck, they're all gommaging. So, like, you saw the kids kind of give her a little...
I can't imagine what you're going through.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've lived 33 good years. Look around. We've had our whole lives to prepare. We're all fine. Mostly.
I'm not fine.
You will be.
And so, like, imagine you're seeing all these people that you've grown up around and been friends with for years and years and years, and you know that today is the day. And they know today is the day. Like, that's wild. The kids went past her and gave her that little, like, sign of respect, which I thought was pretty cool. Look at this. Okay. People have gathered here on their way to the harbor, reuniting one last time.
Oh, Sophie.
Marie.
Your flowers. I didn't know about. I thought you were younger. And yet you didn't have children.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not having this conversation with you again. Not today.
Do you care so little about the future of Lumiere? How can you be so selfish?
I'm not selfish enough to bring others into our doomed world. I know we are not many to think like this now. And it destroyed my relationship.
Oh.
The person I loved the most.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to spend this moment with him. And you should cherish this moment with your daughter.
Sorry. See you at the harbour.
Good luck, Marie.
Maria's gommaging as well. And so she's in the camp of, well, you should have kids to help, I guess, have them as fast as you can so that they have a chance to grow up and try to stop the Paintress before everyone's extinct. But then Sophie's in the camp of like, well, we're pretty much doomed anyways, so why would you bring a kid into this world knowing that all that's gonna come from it is eventually getting gommaged? Which, you know, valid arguments, both sides. I don't even know how do you reason with that. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts on what you would do in this situation. Gonna have to kind of like zigzag around here, see if there's anything hidden and who we can talk to. Like, so many people wearing the flowers. You're just, this is like, it's kind of cool that they're treating this as a bit of a celebration.
Ah, the scintillating Sophie. You're as gorgeous as always.
Cyril, you flatterer. Need some help with your writing again?
Beautiful and perceptive, per usual. See, I'm preparing the headline for tomorrow, and who could write it better than someone who celebrates her special day today?
True. So, what will the article be about?
Actually,
You don't know?
Well,
You really are lazy.
He wants her to do the whole thing.
help me again, Sophie, please. My boss will kill me.
Sure. Let me think of a headline.
Oh, this is a lot of power. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go with something like this. Give people some hope. Expedition 33 shall be the destined journey.
Expedition 33 shall be the destined journey.
Headline about the expedition. That's bold. Nobody really cares about them anymore after their constant failures. But that would make a wonderful underdog story. Okay, now I'm inspired. You really are a divine being, Sophie.
Don't forget to credit me.
I would never. Thank you for all these times.
It's always been a pleasure, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the preview, we had found some previous expedition journals. And well, that's sad. And I remember seeing some as high as like expedition 80 something. I don't know what the first expedition may have been.
Hey, you. You seem like a woman with exquisite taste. I just finished my sculpture of the legendary Esquier.
Oh, yeah.
This may be my life's finest work, yet not a single soul seems to care. How could I make it better?
Yeah, why not paint it? Perhaps something more menacing like a Neveron. Neverons are the enemies that we face. Yeah, let's suggest painting it.
Perhaps you could paint it. Add some color.
Paint it? Brilliant. I knew you were the right person to ask. Thank you for your insight.
You're most welcome.
I shall get to work tomorrow. I see you're wearing flowers. What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie. As a thank you, I shall chisel your name onto the statue.
Oh, you don't have to.
But I will.
Okay, interesting. I have to imagine that these things that we're deciding right now, we're gonna be in this area tomorrow to see the headlines, to see this color, to see her name on there. So we'll have to check if that is the case. Okay, let's see if we got anybody on this side that looks interesting. We came in from there. Oh, they play different stuff. That's cool. We're jamming. Gotta say, we look frickin' good in this suit, by the way. That is all. People who are about to go mage leave their furniture so that others may use them. Let's take a look here. We examine the stuff left behind. We found another color of Lumina. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess, right? Like, you can't take it with you.
My gestural costume is the best.
Gestrals, it's funny, I knew exactly what this was. Gestrals are these weird little creatures that we're gonna run into that, I don't know. People seem to kind of think they're cute. I don't recall them being dangerous.
Hey, madame, do you think the gestrals really exist?
Oh, of course they do.
Of course they do.
That's what I think too. The others laugh, but I know they're real. One day, I will meet one, even if it means joining an expedition. I'll raise a gestral army and we'll crush the Paintress. And me and my little brother will live with the gestrals and they'll be our new family. We're tired of the orphanage. If the legends are true, they really like to bite. And that's why I'm training every day by beating up my little brother.
Yeah. You would make a great Gestral.
Thanks.
Okay, so they really like to fight. Cool. Will they fight for us? We'll see. Oh, can we jam here? Nope. We only play piano.
Oh, Sophie. What a lovely smell.
Thank you, Richard.
I could recognize it from miles away.
Okay, calm down, Richard.
It's Good you're here, Sophie. I have a favor to ask of you.
Anything for my beloved sewing teacher?
We are of the same cohort. Today is my gommage. And my son and I had a fight last night. He said he wants to join the expedition. He wants to waste the last year of his life. I didn't want that for him. I used to think it was a bad choice. Today, I no longer do. I know I made a mistake. I tried to impose my views on him when he is much braver than I will ever be. So I sewed a special uniform for him. That's my last gift. Could you bring it to him?
Of course. I'll bring it to Jules.
He won't join the Gamage ceremony, but he will be at the Expedition Festival tonight for sure.
Okay.
Oh, but you...
Don't worry. I'll ask Gustav.
Gustav, are you back together?
For this moment. Maybe.
I'm glad. He's a good person.
Yes. He is.
Thanks to both of you. And see you.
See you.
Sorry for the quick pause there. I just wanted to check if there was a way to have the dialogue just play consistently without me triggering the next line, but it doesn't seem like anything's in there. Oh, this is like a recruiting thing? Yeah, they're trying to recruit for future expeditions. The number of people volunteering is going down every year. Not surprised if it's been going on as long as we think it has been. Then it seems pretty hopeless. So people are probably like, what's the point? I'm just going to sacrifice myself early?
Is something wrong?
The expeditions. What a joke. All they do is leave us here to die. They're just escaping.
You know their goal is to save us all, right?
Yes, that's what my father told me last year. Before he left for Expedition 34. And here we are again this year. We could have spent one more year together instead of wasting it away.
Your father fought to offer you a better future.
I have no future. I know it and I've accepted it. We're doomed.
You never know. This expedition might be different. There are some special people in this one.
Yeah, right.
Gustav, why don't you show her some of your fighting skills to
Oh?
prove her wrong?
Okay. All right, what do I got here? We're fighting a balloon. I can do this. Destroy the punching ball in one hit to impress the girl. Okay, so we're likely going to need to get our overcharge up here. In order to cast that, I'm going to need 4 AP, so I'm just going to need to do attacks to get that. Doesn't seem to attack at all, and then it's like healing in between. Now, I could just go Lumiere Assault here to max out my charges, and then I'll have to do a couple more attacks. But I think we can just do standard attacks here. I'm not going to lose face in front of Sophie. Let's just get this to 10. Okay. Overcharge is maxed. Let's go.
For those who come after.
Are you not entertained?
That's... This guy is strong.
Yeah. Destroyed that balloon.
They all train their Picto skills very hard to save us all. And so did your father.
Then, Madame, why didn't you join?
Me? I'm content with my life. I know what I can and cannot change. Or maybe because I was afraid.
Do you think I should join the expedition?
My friend Ciel always says, do your best. Either it works or it doesn't. Live your life as you want.
I don't want to have regrets. I don't have that much time.
When the time comes, you'll make the right decision. I'm sure.
Thank you. Now I think I know. Give this to your boyfriend. My father gave it to me, but it might be more useful for him.
Okay, another color of Lumina. Sounds like she's actually reconsidering joining now. Sophie says, I know what I can and cannot change. Life enjoyer? Keep going.
Not everyone attends the Living Wake or goes to the harbour for the gommage. Some prefer more intimate goodbyes.
I'm not judging. Okay, so they call it a living wake. Just a trash can. Okay. Is there going to be a special trash can somewhere? Because... just saying. Anybody over here? No, we're good. This is our friend.
Why does Manon keep saying, death comes to us all?
You haven't heard that before?
No.
I thought this was the other guy we talked to, but it's not.
Unofficial expedition motto. You never heard Lucien say it either. It's one of his favorites.
I think he prefers, we're already dead, you're just catching up.
Okay, so notice he's got the armband, so he's in the expedition as well.
Yeah, I heard that one recently.
I don't know. Kinda nice in a way. Having a deadline forces you to prioritize. It's a bit freeing as we get closer to the end.
You can really find the silver lining in everything, can't you?
No, it's just... things don't always work out the way we want. No use getting upset, you know? Use what we can, leave what we can't.
It's similar in a sense to when people get terminal illnesses and they're told, hey, you have this long to live. It's the flower market. People are buying flowers for their loved ones before they gommage.
Hi, Gustav. You're back. Oh, did you want to pick out a different flower?
No, the one you suggested earlier was perfect.
Oh, I'm glad. These garlands are our last farewell. I want them all to feel special. I have a garland saved for you, too. But it's not a farewell garland. It will be a welcome home garland. Good luck, my friend.
Thanks, Ophelie.
Am I detecting a little bit of something there, or maybe more one way? I'm not sure.
Oh, Luna's playing. You two would make a cute couple.
If you say so.
Or maybe something already happened, huh?
Did it? Fleurs gommage. Flowers for the gommage. 34. It's expensive. Fresh fish.
You really think you're doing something, eh? Out there?
Maxime, you're drunk.
None of you ever come back. You go and you take our resources and you waste it all on a fucked up hero adrenaline fantasy. And still, she kills us.
You should go home. Where's your daughter?
Where do you think? Mourning her mother on the anniversary of her death. Of all their deaths.
Then maybe you should be with her.
I can't look at her. She's just another reminder that nothing we do matters. Nothing. We hope and we persevere, and still they die. They all die and we can't stop it. We can't save them. We bring another generation into this world just so they can watch us die before they're even old enough to understand why.
That's why we're going. We can save them. With our Lumina tech. The Paintress.
The Paintress? What? What's a scrawny shit like you gonna do to the Paintress, eh? We're already dead. You're just catching up.
Maxime.
Forget it. Bon voyage.
Jeez, bro. Have another one. Okay, does this... Okay, it looks like this probably loops around. Special trash can? Nope.
This lady truly is exquisite.
In love?
Not quite. I am only in love with her art. My inspiration has been quite lacking recently. Nobody buys paintings anymore. Just because she is called the Paintress doesn't mean painting is evil.
Huh.
Your canvas seems quite empty.
I need inspiration. But you, I can see you're in love. With this fine gentleman, I suppose.
We broke up.
That is of no consequence in the matters of love. But it is this passion I so fiercely desire in my painting. I know. How about showing me a dance of love and sorrow? I am also the official painter of the opera.
Oh, well, in that case.
Will you help me? If you inspire me, you may become the main painting of Lumiere's opera.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. You may start. Here, gorgeous lady, take this paintbrush and show me your wrath.
Okay, I guess.
Come on, dodge your
Oh,
way.
interesting.
Beautiful moves.
Nice. Okay, it's slowing it down for us to teach us. Oh man, this is cool.
That was splendid. One more time. Sublime. One last time.
I really like how they're introducing the combat stuff in this obviously non-combat area.
Splendid. Splendid. I was so enthralled that I completed the painting in an instant.
It's nice to know something of us will remain in the world after today. Thank you.
It is I who should thank you. It was a moving dance. I will propose it for the new opera painting we have to do this year.
I feel it wasn't that impressive, but okay.
Love will always be impressive. Also, take this as a gesture of appreciation. I see your not boyfriend is an expeditioner. It may prove useful.
So recoats are good. You can reallocate your attributes or skill points, so you can experiment with your builds a little bit more. If you want to try something early and it doesn't go the way that you're thinking, totally redo it. So another thing that they're doing that I think is great and more games should take is when you're just exploring these areas. Yes, the lore is cool. The world building is, they're doing a great job. But then also you're giving players rewards that will actually help them by engaging in these conversations. Because the lore and the world building would be enough, but that on top of it is great. We jump this? Yeah, we can. Oh, cool. Another family that will be torn apart by the Gommage. Look at this. So both of their parents. Ugh. I wonder if that's a consideration when people get together in this world. If they're like, well, we're the same age. We should definitely not do this. Especially if you're having a family. I don't know if that's... I don't know. And more children for the already crowded orphanage. Yeah, exactly. So it's cool that we got some answers to why...
Sometimes I feel sorry for her.
Who? The Paintress?
Look at her. She looks sad. Maybe she's a prisoner too. Stuck in the same cycle with us. Silly, huh?
Only you could choose empathy at a moment like this.
It's one of the few choices I can make.
I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I was going to say that we learned why they broke up. And it seems like he wanted to have kids with her and she wasn't into that because of what we talked about before. Obviously, that's pretty traumatic. I've actually had friends in the past go through something similar and ended the relationship as well. But, you know, at least you're having the discussion.
Oh, hi, Sophie.
Before doing it and then having regrets.
Oh, Mael. I didn't expect to see you here.
I'm volunteering to help guide children who are losing their parents to the orphanage. Those who weren't registered for foster families.
How kind of you.
I guess I can relate.
Okay.
Take care during the expedition. Gustav told me a lot of wonderful things about you.
About you too. I always told him you two should never have broken up.
Look at these orphans. That's where we disagreed.
There it is again.
But I have hope that you and Gustav will change things, so no one has to go through this impossible choice again.
Yeah. Let's hope we will.
See you.
In the next life.
Okay, what do we have here? Huh.
You'd have to be crazy to use Pictos on your own body.
Why? Aren't you enjoying the show?
Nah, the show's great, but etching chroma onto your skin, oh, that's brutal. And just for a dance. I'll stick to painting Pictos on my machines. I'm not cuckoo enough to put them on my body.
Could be useful, though. The expeditions rely on them quite heavily.
Yeah, they're crazy too. But at least you can remove Pictos pretty easily if you change your mind.
Okay, so we're learning a little bit about the Picto system here.
The Paintress is going to punish you. You blasphemers. The Gamage is our fault. We brought this upon ourselves. Because we dared to defy her.
Another one of these Paintress worshippers.
Oh.
Just ignore him.
The Paintress is going to punish...
Another one.
Okay. Oh! Okay, cool. So, assuming we can interact with this. Yeah. So, in the preview, we had run into these, like, hidden mimes. And you always have to fight them, but they're super strong. So we'll see if we can do one here. Weird mime is standing here. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, here we go. Okay. Buckle up. Let's try this. Let's see what we got. He's protecting himself with an invisible wall, as mimes definitely do. We're gonna start with the Lumiere Assault. And we're doing absolutely 0 damage. Hand-to-hand combo. Oh. Okay, okay. So it does 2 quick hits and then a short one on the hand-to-hand combo. Let's do, well, okay. Let's just do a regular attack here, and we'll try to get some parries in for AP. Strange combo. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. So he hits 4 times with this invisible hammer that you can barely see. That's great. Do I have any items? I do. I could heal and then go for a parry to get my overcharge maxed. Let's do that. There we go. I didn't parry all 3, unfortunately, but my overcharge is ready. So let's go.
For those who come after.
Okay, so he is broken. Or stunned. It's a status effect that prevents the character from playing. So he skips his next turn. And with that, let's start building up overcharge hits again with the assault. Nice, okay, so when he's stunned, he actually lost all that crazy high defense that he had too. So, sweet. We'll take it.
That was close. Thanks, Gustav. Did someone build this?
Yeah, I don't know what the significance of the mimes are in this world.
There's something on its body.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we got a music record to be used at camp. We do, when we find camp, we can like change the music and stuff, so we'll take it. People gathered for the Gommage. The Paintress will soon wake. Oh, that's gonna be insane. It's such a wild premise. I just love it. I can't wait to see where this goes. I hear somebody say they're gonna vomit.
I'm coming.
Okay, let's check this other side.
Mate, I wish I was going with you.
If we could just send a bigger force, get all of Lumiere to just throw everything we got at the bloody Paintress. Ah, but my brother would kill me. His number's up soon and I'm guardian for his kid.
Uncle Victor. Suits you.
But Maëlle, quite the ballsy one, eh? No looking back for her. Bet she can't wait to get out of here.
Not much hesitation on her part.
Nah, hesitation was never her style.
Oh, here we go. A little chroma for the lady. People on the dock are the ones who won't gommage. They're here to show their solidarity for those wearing flowers. Do we know who that guy is? The statues.
I'll see you soon enough. I'll see you soon enough.
They're both going.
I love you guys. Remember what Bo used to say. You're living for the rest of us.
Fuck the Paintress! Fuck the Paintress! Fuck the Paintress!
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Oh, man. Everybody just holding on to the last little bit of
I've always loved the harbor.
any relationship. The Paintress will awaken soon, and the gommage will start. Do you want to head to the harbor? Hold on. Let's just see if there's anybody on these sides that we can talk to. Looks like that's it. Okay. Let's head to the harbor then. Sophie and Gustav move towards the harbor.
I see you're apprentices.
Oh.
Gustav!
What?
Here, Sophie asked us to bring you your coat.
We sewed up the sleeves so you don't have to keep rolling it up.
You guys know how to sew?
Sophie helped us. Turns out it's not that hard. You really should have done this ages ago.
You did this?
Gentlemen, that was supposed to be between us, yeah? I wanted to do something for you.
Soph. Thanks, guys. This is great. Thank you.
See you at the festival?
Don't leave without saying goodbye.
Yeah, of course not. What? I know that face.
You mean a lot to them. I can tell.
Yeah, they mean a lot to me too. Legacy can take many forms, right?
Yeah.
You told me that.
Right.
Why?
I wanted to see you wearing it.
Oh, you like uniforms now?
This too is your legacy.
In a way. It's yours too.
That music was like very strong Succession vibes, if you ever saw the TV show.
I'm here.
I know. I know.
Oof, that's cool. It got me, man. That got me. I can count on one hand the number of games that have made me feel like that. And none of them have done it this early. Whoa.
There you are. You can't hide from us, you know. Like I said, mourning's best done with friends.
Lucian,
What? It is. Grieving alone's the worst.
where's mine?
Santé, les amis.
Santé!
Yeah, no, could use a drink.
Or 10.
Five tables this year. You see that? Told you we'd beat the 34s. Even my Elle showed up, and she hates these things. Wanna go take a look?
I don't... maybe later. I'll catch up. I'm okay. I'm okay. You go.
Yeah. Time for a refill anyway.
There's an excess of wine, again. Thank your sister for her generosity.
Oh, and try to enjoy yourself. Don't drink alone, you weirdo.
Yeah, right. Enjoy myself.
We've had a couple of references to his sister, and she's saying thanks for her generosity. So she must be pretty powerful. Okay, we got a festival token, usable to get prizes. Okay, we're gonna lighten the mood a little bit here, I think.
Let's at least check on my Elle and my apprentices.
Got it. We will do that. What do you have going on here?
Hey, Gustav. Check out the new Pictos I made.
How are these made exactly?
Looks a bit rough. You sure it works?
I've been working on this for months. It's my personal masterpiece.
Your personal masterpiece seems a little... unorthodox?
It's dead useful, trust me. Come on, give it a whirl.
Sure, why not?
Great. I'll trade it for one token.
You got it. Call it morbid curiosity.
Call it morbid curiosity. Here, your token.
You won't regret it. Probably.
Okay, weird Pictos. A quick inspection is enough to say that this Picto is unusable as it is. Sweet. That is very helpful. We still have the uniform for Richard's son. He did say that the son was going to be at the evening celebration, so he's probably in this area. And then this, who knows? Maybe at some point we figure that out, but... What do you got going on?
Hey, Amandine. Having fun?
Oh, hey, handsome. Perfect timing. I'm styling everyone before we ship out. Gotta look sharp when we hit the Paintress, eh?
Certainly important. Can you style me up too?
On it. Just bring me a token first.
Okay, got it.
Hello there, Gustav. Perhaps one of these artifacts may prove useful to your mission.
Colette, you've been holding out on us. What are these?
Relics from before the fracture, passed down through the generations. The council deemed them trinkets, but I think otherwise.
That's kind of you to share.
From the fracture.
I may not be able to join the expedition, but I'd still like to help. One token is all I ask.
Ah, I should have known.
Okay, so we need at least 2 tokens. Anybody else got things going on?
Gustav, just the man I wanted to see.
You want a rematch, don't you?
Well, it's my last chance, isn't it?
After tomorrow, you'll be the undisputed expert on expedition history.
That's tomorrow. What about today?
Yeah, fire away.
Who am I to deny you? Fire away.
How many years ago was the fracture?
You're kidding. This is your question.
Yes. When did our world break apart and our luminous city get thrown into the middle of the ocean?
Okay. Okay.
When was the fracture?
So that answers what the fracture is. World broke apart, and we got thrown into the middle of the ocean. Now, it seems like we are the expert on expedition history, because we're saying when we're gone, you're going to be the guy. So, we know it's longer than 33. Maybe 67. Like, I'm just thinking about in the preview when we saw expedition journals go as high as the 80s. I remember that specifically. So I'm wondering, like, if we're on 33, It has to be at least 67. Wouldn't be 33. Got to be more than that. Could be 100. We'll guess 67.
67 years ago.
Brilliant. I can see.
Okay.
You are the undisputed expert on Lumiere history.
Oh, and 67... Okay, 67 would take us to exactly 100.
What are you talking about? Every child knows this.
Yeah, okay.
The monolith's essentially a reverse calendar, counting down since the fracture happened in year 100.
Got it.
All right, fine. Another one then. Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
I guess that would be 100.
Expedition 100.
Are you even trying? It's barely a trick question.
Oh.
One more time.
Okay.
Which was the first expedition to depart for the continent?
Well, it wouldn't be 99. 0?
Expedition 0.
Correct.
Okay.
They left in year 100. They should be called Expedition 100.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Lumiere will be long gone before the monolith hits 0. All right, last one. Get it right, and maybe I'll give you a token.
I wonder if, like... I don't know. Maybe... I guess when they sent the first expedition, they weren't thinking, oh, this is going to go on and on and on. And we're not going to count down. But then they realized, oh, maybe it makes sense if we count down.
What is Illumina?
Oh, this we know. Abilities you internalize by using Pictos in battle after enough times. That is true. It is neither of these things. Lumina are like special powers that we equip that give you stat bonuses and specific abilities. And then if you use them, I believe it's 4 times in combat, they become Lumina that any other character can use that doesn't take up a Picto slot. It's a pretty cool system, but we'll get into it a bit later.
Abilities you internalize by using a Pictos in battle after enough times.
Well done. Well done.
Not really. I mean, I created the Lumina converter, so...
Okay.
I hereby officially end our feud. With your departure, Lumiere loses a brilliant light. And a good friend.
You big softy.
All right. Here's a token. Go and spend it on something.
Okay, so we got another token there. So, interesting things that we're learning here. Gustav is an expert on the expedition history. We also created the Lumina Converter, which I assume means that previous expeditions, or at least only expeditions of late, would have had access to these Lumina or Pictos. Or maybe he just invented the thing that converts the Pictos into Lumina. That would make sense with the name. Maybe he didn't invent the whole Picto thing. But we'll see.
Glass of wine? Or a hug?
Keep your sweat to yourself.
Bring Gustav a glass of wine.
Who exactly are you talking to? They cut servers from the budget years ago.
Oh, wow.
The ultimate indignity. A farewell party where we serve ourselves. There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
I'm betting you've got another bottle stashed in your coat somewhere. You gonna share?
You wound me. But yes, in fact, I do have it. Always be prepared. Or was it always bring backup? Same difference.
Right.
And I am prepared. Prepared to live. And prepared to die.
You're such an idiot.
Hey. We've got your Lumina converter, yeah? I believe. I'm ready for my Lumina.
Yeah, well, we've only tested it here. Who knows what we'll meet on the main continent? We'll need more field testing once we land.
Don't worry, buddy. I've got you covered.
Great. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, well, that answers that. The Lumina Converter, it seems like it's going to see its first piece of action here on our expedition.
Hey.
Hey, yourself. You okay? Want to talk about it?
Yeah, actually, no.
That's okay.
What about you? You say goodbye to Derek?
Oh, that was over ages ago.
Oh, sorry. I really thought you guys would work out.
It's for the best. I need full focus on the expedition and our team. We're all we have.
Yeah. We're all we have. I can't believe you're working right now.
Tristan dragged me here.
Is that the final spot? It's amazing you triangulated Expedition Zero's landing site.
Theoretically. Extrapolated from the archives, but... That was 67 years ago.
That's cool. Look at the design on her arm. I wonder what that's from. Maybe that's because of Pictos or something?
So much of the landscape has changed.
I trust your calculations.
Thanks.
It's a good strategy, tracing their steps. They're the only expedition with any survivors, and they made it to the monolith, so...
Whoa, really? Wait, you're telling me that the only expedition ever that had survivors was the first one? Since then, no like, that's... Okay, there's got to be something going on there.
Assuming the records are correct, my calculations are correct, that they left clear markers, that the road conditions haven't changed, that...
You need a drink.
Go away, Gustav.
Gustav, we got something for you.
Thanks.
For your field notes. So, when you come back, you can tell us everything.
They'll definitely want that for the museum. The complete record of the expedition that destroyed the Paintress.
Oh, and if you find journals from the other expeditions, make sure you save them for us.
I shall faithfully record all our adventures, every strange and wondrous thing.
And Nevrons.
I can do that. And in return, do you solemnly promise to take care of the shield dome while I'm gone? I'm entrusting you with the safety of Luminaire.
I promise.
Promise.
Adrien?
I'll use everything you taught us, Monsieur G.
I should check on Maya. She's probably alone, as usual.
Okay, so that also teaches us that there's like a dome above us. We obviously see some pieces floating up there. I don't know if the dome is under that, preventing those from falling on us, or I'm sure we'll learn more.
Ready for tomorrow?
Yeah. Been ready. What about you? Heard you were elected Commander 32. Congrats.
I've already claimed Alon's office. It's got a nicer view than mine.
A view of the Paintress. I'm sick of that.
She won't be there for long.
If we fail, though.
When one falls, we continue. We'll pick up and we'll push on. But I know we will meet again.
Okay, so they're actually planning this, like, well in advance, and he's already a commander of the next expedition after us, which is not super encouraging.
I just finished calibrating the Lumina converter. We can launch test runs as soon as we land.
Perfect.
Hey, does Lune seem preoccupied to you? She's been distant lately.
Well, it's Lune.
This feels different.
I haven't noticed anything, but you know her better. Have you talked to her?
No, she doesn't like people prying. I've known her since we were 6. She hates personal questions.
Ah, right. You were both apprenticed to her parents.
Yeah. Let's just say they ran a tight ship.
Okay.
I can imagine.
I don't know if he's inferring something else there, but...
You came.
I wasn't sure if I should.
Oh, it's Lucy. Okay.
You've been avoiding us. You didn't have to.
I heard Seba filled my spot after I left.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a coward for staying?
Do you?
Not anymore. Not all of us can change the world. Some of us can only change ourselves.
Meaning what? Make yourself accept the unacceptable? Make believe that happiness is... this?
More like... rediscover. Happiness. One Gomash left. Maybe contentment is the highest form of happiness.
You know, I actually fully agree with that. I fully agree with that statement, that contentment is the highest form of happiness. Just being, like, chill. Like, I've got what I need. You're not wanting for anything. You're just enjoying what you have.
It makes me sad to hear you talk like this. The Paintress stole so many things, including your capacity to dream.
No, you misunderstand. My mind is where I can be free. She can't touch me there. This is my final act of defiance. Just like the expedition is yours.
If you say so.
Yeah, I think that's great.
I think there's other survivors out there.
Doubtful. We would have seen signs.
But not impossible. Maybe if they have shield domes. But they would have been overrun by Nevrons before they could build any.
We were lucky the fracture dropped us out here. Bought us time to get our defenses up.
I don't know. People are resourceful, and Nevrons can't be everywhere. I'm betting on human ingenuity.
I like that.
So there could be others.
Commander?
Gustav?
Ah, he's our commander.
Saw you with Sophie. You talked?
Yeah, yeah. Where's your daughter?
Leona's upset. Doesn't want to see me.
Shit.
It's okay. She doesn't need to understand, as long as she gets to live.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
No pressure, huh?
Oh no. Lots of pressure. You and Lune and your Lumina tech, that's our edge.
Thanks, but that's not... Everyone has a role. Lucien, Tristan, Catherine, and you made us into a... We have a really good team, thanks to you. That's our edge.
Tomorrow comes, my friend.
Doesn't it always?
Okay, we're a team player. I like that.
Come, let's play some cards.
No way. Everyone knows you cheat.
That's just what sore losers say. Come now. You're going to be a little cautious mouse with the Paintress too.
Cautious is good. Keeps you alive.
We're expeditioners. Stay smart, yes, but be bold, huh? You can't win if you don't play.
Money's no good out there anyway. Why are you trying to fleece me?
'Cause winning's fun.
Okay.
Gustav! Come drink with me.
I'm pacing myself tonight.
You're so boring. It's our last night. Who knows when we'll be back?
I like that you say when and not if.
What can I say? I'm an optimist. Or an idiot. Depends on who you ask.
I mean, if you have a choice, I'll pick optimism every day.
Wow, so many expeditioners. So cool.
Oh, this is the uniform that we picked up.
That's... He made that overnight? Dad. Damn. Now I feel stupid for fighting with him. Oh, Dad. You take it.
Oh?
What?
I'm not sure I'll ever use it. Maybe I'll go blind like my father, or maybe another expedition will succeed.
Oh, he was blind?
I want to support the expedition now. Take it. It may be useful to you. It's okay. I don't need the uniform to know my dad's with me.
Thanks.
Wow, cool. New outfit unlocked.
Maybe you'll win and I won't need it back. Or maybe I'll reclaim it off your dead bodies during my expedition.
Yeah, thanks, Jules. That's super cool. Are we able to throw that on right now? Yes, I think we can. Okay, character overview. It's possible to perform different actions like changing equipment or wardrobe, change the character's equipped weapon here, change the equipped Pictos, selecting any of the slots. Here are the skills that we have right now. There's Lumina on the right. We only have space for one. The wardrobe and haircut. Let's go to that. So I've got the crimson uniform right here. Now I think because I'm playing this on pre-release, I might have some additional stuff when I get like the day one patch, but this is cool. I like the crimson look and doesn't change the overall vibe of the expedition outfit. So yeah, this is cool. Let's go crimson. Okay. Let's grab this thing.
Welcome back.
I think I'm still short a token. Yeah, I am.
Yes, I'm curious. Here's a token.
Take good care of it. Godspeed.
An old key for an old door. Helpful. So we have the journal from the apprentices. We have an old key for an old door. We have weird Pictos that is unusable. And this the whole time, these things are going to be looming over me until we find out what they are. Okay. I think we've talked to everybody here.
These all yours?
Maybe not her.
You gonna lecture me on drinking?
I wouldn't dare. Just calculating how much it will hurt to catch up.
You can start now. Here, let's have a toast to Sophie, who was always unapologetically Sophie. My fierce and loving friend.
To Soph. Seriously though, this is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Tomorrow comes, but it ain't here yet. I'm not crossing the sea sober.
Sober's better than deathly hungover.
No, not for that.
Ah.
Go have some drinks.
Okay, on it. Maybe we'll get one from... Yeah, there she is. So I need to look good for the Paintress guys. Like, come on. Such a cool world, man. Oh, we're gonna have such a good time.
Having second thoughts about the expedition?
Please. I'm more ready to go than you are.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know we've been over this, but as your guardian, I need to say this one more time.
Oh. I'm her guardian?
The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your Gomage.
Okay.
You don't need to leave yet. It's a lot to risk.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here.
I know you think that, but it's...
If anyone should stay, it's you. You have friends and family who want you here.
So do you.
No, I don't.
Emma thinks of you as family.
Lumière's not my home. Not the way it is for you. Besides, this way I can keep an eye on you for Emma.
Right. Because she needs eyes everywhere.
Shush. You're lucky you have a sister who cares.
Okay, so her name is Emma, the sister.
Doubly lucky, since now I have 2.
Aw, that's nice.
All right, enough chit-chat. Come on, old man, let's have a duel.
Old man?
You're pretty much the oldest man in Lumière now, no? Come on.
I mean, yeah, I guess, like, everybody here that's 32 is the oldest, so... Wow, yeah, crazy.
This time, I'm not messing around.
Rematch? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see what she's got here. First thing we're gonna do, Lumière Assault. Let's see. Oh, I was way early.
No shame losing to a
That's a long wind up. Okay. Regular attacks are good here. Just gotta build AP. Okay, okay. So when we saw these moves from her before, it was all part of the combat tutorial, and so it literally held our hand on, like, hey, push dodge, push parry. So now we gotta, like, lock in here. Okay. I think we're gonna have to get there by parrying. So let's just do an attack. Nice. Oh, that's big, baby. God, does that feel good, too, when you land that? Oh! Okay, overcharge.
For those who come after.
She's still alive. Early. Early, damn. Let's go, Lumière Assault. Come on. Oh, I was early again. We'll get it. We'll get it. Don't you worry. I'm just gonna do this. We got her. Wasn't the prettiest it's ever been, but we got her.
Not bad for the oldest man in Lumière.
That's part of the fun of the combat in this game, is like every single enemy has different attack patterns and timings. And so as you're playing them, you're kind of locking in this muscle memory of the timing. And then you get a new enemy and you're like, okay, you got to learn the whole thing again. So
Congratulations, you beat a teenager. Take this token as your well-deserved prize.
okay, she does give us one. All right, sweet.
Ah, Emma's here. Your sister's going to be looking for you.
Our beloved chief counselor.
Ah,
I should go talk to her.
chief counselor. So she like runs the whole...
Too drunk tonight, okay?
My darling sister has arrived. She'll kill me if I don't say goodbye.
We could fight again? No, we're good. Okay. Let's first of all go spend that other token.
Ready for your new haircut?
Absolutely. I do love the hair I got going on right now, though.
All right, let's see what you've got.
Amandine tries to experiment with Gustav's hair. New outfit unlocked. Looking good.
Voila.
Oh!
Looking very fine indeed. You'll die with a gorgeous head of hair.
Listen, not to be biased, but I do rock a man bun, so like... yes. Yes, absolutely. Love it. Both are great, but we're gonna rock this for a while. Look, we came in here looking a certain way, now we look, you know, slightly different way. I was gonna say totally different, but, you know.
The chief counselor honors us with her presence. What? Still mad I'm going?
This is the definition of a fool's quest. My brother's not usually a fool.
I've heard you say otherwise.
You and I both know the political complexities that necessitate the expedition. It's vital for morale, but it's a bloodless guillotine is what it is.
You should put that in your speech. Very motivating. They might just find a guillotine for you too.
There are so many things you can contribute to here in Lumiere that'll have a real impact.
Em, you're doing great work, really. Getting things ready for the last generation. You've got it well in hand here. Let me do my part, out there, and win us a chance to live.
So, interesting when it says getting things ready for the last generation. And they're both, like, both letters are capitalized. So that's important. And I wonder what age that's classified as. Because you imagine that the ages keep going down, down, down. Like, when you hit 12, 11, 10, like, these kids can't take care of themselves. Like, it's all going to be over before it gets to 0.
We're never going to see each other again.
You're so busy anyway. I barely see you.
Just take care of Mael, okay? Can't believe you're letting her go with you.
Me? You're her guardian too. You stop her.
We're her guardians, not her jailers. She really wants off this island.
Don't you have a speech to give?
You mean the one you so kindly wrote for me?
Just suggestions. I thought it might help you understand.
I do. Understand? I just... Anyway. Yeah, time for my speech.
So, it's been mentioned a couple times that Mael, or we are her guardians, I should say. And she mentioned that Lumiere is not home for her like it is for us. And then she's saying we were her guardians, not her jailers. So I'm wondering, like, how that came about. I'm sure we'll learn. Yeah, I think we're good to go here.
Expeditioners. The Sword of Lumiere. We honor your dedication. We do not take for granted
expect you dedicate your final year of life to keeping hope alive for all of Lumiere. Some of you are leaving to change the world. Others to discover the secrets of our universe. Some to protect loved ones. Others to find meaning in our all-too-short lives. As you sail into the unknown, know that Lumiere stands with you. When you battle the Paintress, know that Lumiere fights with you. Let the stones of her monolith crumble. Let her body lie at the end of the world. Unable to paint another death, let the stars no longer be hidden by her oppressive silhouette. Let the world once again watch the sun rise without the shadow of her cursed figure. May the wind of renewal take you to the ends of the earth. Tomorrow comes. Thanks to you. Expedition 33.
That's a setup, man. That is, what a fantastic opener. We've got all the lore set in place, why we're here, what's happening. Now we go. This is exciting. It was sounding like Emma wasn't a huge supporter of this, even though she's kind of running the city. But, I mean, everything just kind of seems hopeless, right? So, I can see why. Look at all the other ships crash there. Or abandoned, at least. Oh?
Get ready. You're old. How did you survive the Gommage? Which expedition are you from?
Oh my god.
Fall back! We need to go! He's not following. Putain! What the fuck? Who the fuck was that?
Merde! What do we do now?
Regroup at the rally point. The Indigo Tree.
fucking snap out!
What? Whoa. I got a bunch of questions. How do we survive? Okay. Obviously we do. Who is the guy that walked out there? And is he from Expedition 0? And is he the guy on the statues? He kind of looked like maybe the guy on the statues. But then also, and I'm going to throw this out here, just based on the hair alone, I'm like, are we related? Could happen? Looks like we barely survived, to be fair. I wonder if that's representing or alluding to some type of condition that we might have. Or if that's just... we were next to dead. Okay. Spring Meadows. Here we go, guys. This appears to be the same spot that we started the preview in a couple months back. But we're going to be looking at this through a much different lens now that we understand a few things about why we're here, how we're here, what our motivations are. Expedition status. You can briefly check the expedition status, use a chroma elixir to recover health without interrupting exploration. So you press triangle, brings up this screen. You see the name in the current area, what your current objective is, and then bindings for any exploration. Expedition status, the current health of the expedition, and the current amount of chroma elixirs. Chroma elixirs can heal you between rest spots. The expedition is in bad shape. Use a chroma to fully heal all party members. Hold triangle, uses that. And we're not only healthy, but clean. Which is a great combo. Now, I believe, like, right over here is where we had our combat tutorial in the preview, but... that is now behind us. Oh, hello. Here we go. Oh, yes. Let's go. Okay. So, free aim. Free aim shots are a good way to hit flying enemies as well as target an enemy's weak point. Try to aim. Let's go ahead and do that. Shooting costs 1 AP. Aim at the Lancier's weak point to deal increased damage. Press R2 to shoot. I like that. Now, if we use the Lumiere Assault here, we'll build up a bunch of charges. We're going to be out of AP, but that's fine. It's attacking slowly. Perfect. 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 We nailed it. Now, when we take a fight and take no damage, we get 20% extra XP, which, as you can imagine, is going to stack up pretty heavily. Early on, the amount of XP we get is pretty low, but that will ramp up as well. Okay, well, we survived that. What didn't survive is our haircut. We're gonna go back to the bun here. I like that. Jeez. Like, this place almost feels... It's obviously very whimsical, and there's, like, some kind of magical elements, but it almost feels prehistoric as well, if that makes any sense. Wow. Previous expeditions didn't make it very far. Some of them. A lot of them. Do we see any numbers on their sleeves? No. Yeah, this looks much safer. I wonder if those runes mean anything.
You do that, we both die. Hey. Fucking hell.
Wake up, Gustave.
Lune. The others.
I know. We're the only ones left. You don't get to die.
It's just a matter of time before we're already dead. Look around, look.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue. Get up. We need to find a safer place. There are Nevrons around.
Lucien.
This is not the place. The Lumina converter seems intact. It's about time we test it in real conditions.
Putain.
I'll let you guys Google that translation. Let's go, baby. Okay, Luna is with us. We're gonna learn about her mechanics. Everybody in the game that is a playable character, I believe there's 6, has their own unique combat mechanic that you have to plan around and weave with the other characters, so we could free aim this. That's pretty hefty. That leaves us with enough to do a Lumiere assault.
Chroma is flowing.
Now, Luna, her thing is all built around these elemental stains. Her skills also consume stains to enhance their effects. There's 5 different types: ice, fire, lightning, earth, and light. Light stains are kind of like a wild, and they can be consumed in place of any other stain. Cycle between the different elements to get the most out of her skills. And on the right, you're gonna see these 4 stain slots, and that shows you her 4 active stains that have been generated. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna go with the Ice Lance first. We have Ice Lance and Immolation. Ice Lance is an ice skill, shocking, that generates 1 ice stain and 1 light stain. So you can see by the AP cost on Ice Lance, the 4 there, that it's generating the ice and it's generating the light stain. And we're gonna start with that. Also, if you read the description, it's medium ice damage. It also slows the target. It counts as 1 hit. And if you have an earth stain already generated, it will consume that to deal increased damage. We don't have that, obviously, but that's fine. So, elemental affinities. The Portier that we're fighting is weak to ice, and it took 50% more damage from Ice Lance. So that's something we just have to remember. Most enemies are going to have elemental affinities. Weakness, they'll take 50% more. Resistance, 50% less. Nullify means they take no damage, and if they absorb it, then they're actually going to get healed instead of taking damage. So we want to find the affinities and exploit them as much as we can. So you'll see the stains on the right now. Now, slow is a debuff that reduces the speed of the character by 25%. That can impact their turn order. Sometimes we might get to go multiple times before them. Okay, so some enemies can attack the whole expedition, and that's what's happening here. And if you press R1 or dodge, but in this situation, we're going to do an R1 to parry it, and we have an expedition counter. Notice we both attack. We also both get AP from that parry, so pretty powerful stuff. I don't have enough AP to actually do an assault there, so we're just going to do a regular attack. We basically need 1 more attack here. We now have 1 ice stain and 1 light stain on the right. Immolation will consume Luna's ice stain to deal increased damage. Light stains will be consumed if no corresponding elemental stains are available. So it will take the natural stain requirement first, and then if that's not available, it will just pull from the light stain or the wild. So we're going to use Immolation to burn the enemy here. Now, if we read Immolation, this is low fire damage that applies 3 burn. Burn means that the enemy will take damage at the start of their turn. More burn means more damage, not necessarily more turns being damaged. Counts as 1 hit. Now, That little X there, that's a mark. That will get access to this in later skills. And if the enemy is marked, it means they'll apply 2 more burns. So instead of 3, they'll have 5. And again, if you consume the stain to use this, either the wild or the ice stain, then it'll deal increased damage. And then you'll notice in the top right, this will also generate a fire stain. Makes sense.
Feel the burn.
So obviously at this level, there's not a ton of things to manage and a ton of little intricacies in how you're gonna operate these mechanics. But once you start unlocking a whole bunch of their skills, then you're trying to like pair all of these things together and come up with a good sequence to generate as much damage as possible. Now we did get some loot here. We got Dodger, which gives an AP on perfect dodge once per turn. So instead of just getting AP on parries, we can get it on perfect dodge once per turn. So we'll take that.
We did it, Gustave. Let's see if your invention lives up to its reputation, shall we? It really works. We're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Come on. There might be other survivors at the Indigo Tree.
So the Lumina Converter lets us absorb, presumably, their kind of life force and their Pictos and stuff like that. Pictos can be equipped to increase character stats. Higher level Pictos grant better stats. They also provide passive effects called Lumina. Lumina, each character can learn Luminas associated with each Pictos. Luminas can be equipped in the Lumina menu using Lumina points and can trigger their effects without equipping the corresponding Pictos. To equip Lumina, press the start button. So, let's do that. Try not to get overwhelmed by this. I know when we did the preview, a lot of people were confused about Pictos and Lumina. I'll try my best to explain it to you. We're going to actually equip this on Luna. Now, her weapon here is the Lunarim. We're just going to quickly cover weapons. It's got 34 power. It does, it's element-based fire, so fire-based attacks. It scales on her vitality and her luck. These are stats that you can see on the right. And so when you're leveling her up, these might be things to consider because you'll generate more power if those stats are higher. For Gustav, he's got the NORAM, or the Noah RAM right now. In the bottom right, you can see it's 32 power, its element is physical damage, and it scales on vitality. Going to the Pictos here, we're gonna place Dodger in. Equipped Pictos are shown here. Each character can have 3 Pictos equipped at a time. Characters cannot equip the same Pictos at the same time. It's possible to sort the list. And here, this is very important. After winning 4 battles, now, I don't believe this was actually in the preview that we had. This wasn't a tutorial slide, so they must have added this after. But after you win 4 battles with the Pictos equipped, it will be mastered. Every Pictos has a unique passive effect called Lumina. After mastering a Pictos, it will be possible to activate its Lumina without having the Pictos equipped. So you level up the Pictos, they become Lumina. You can equip them then on anybody, including multiple people. The only downside is that those Luminas don't get the stat benefits that a Pictos would give you. So we're going to place this one here. It's called Dodger. Grants an AP on perfect dodge once per turn. Gives speed of 12, critical rate of 3%, and it's a level 1 Pictos. And those 4 little segments on the border of it get filled up, and when those are filled up, then you can use it as a Lumina by hitting L, and you go into the Lumina panel here. These are passive effects that you can activate once you've mastered the corresponding Pictos. A Pictos is mastered after winning 4 battles with it equipped. Luminas are learned for all characters at the same time and can be activated by multiple characters. Available Luminas are here. You can activate or deactivate them freely anytime out of battle. Luminas activated by currently equipped Pictos can't be deactivated. So that means if I put the Picto or the Dodger Pictos on her, I can't also equip a Lumina for Dodger. Makes sense. The amount of available Lumina points is shown here. Each Lumina costs a specific amount of points to activate. Some get really expensive. The more points the character has, the more Lumina they can activate at one time. Each character gains 1 Lumina point per level, and more can be found by exploring. We also saw earlier that we got those color of Lumina that can grant additional Lumina points, and those will become available once we find somebody to handle that at our camp. Filtering and sorting Lumina will make it easier to find the right ones. Okay. So we're not going to put this on anybody because it's not leveled up. Can't use it yet, but there we go. And also in here, it seems like something, all of them, I don't know. They're like feeding off of our life force or something. Who knows? But it seems like so many of these expeditions just get absolutely slaughtered as soon as they show up. And then get brought to this little cave for feasting. Now, her movement, I love it. It's so flowing. Like, just when we're navigating this world, I like having her as my primary, at least in the preview. Because it's just so fun to float around. It's very smooth. You don't hear the footsteps. It's awesome. I don't see any creatures in there. Just checking to see if we have any ways up. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Here's our first expedition flag. Notice the number on it. During your journey, you'll find expedition flags set up by previous expeditions. Expedition flags allow you to heal, recharge your items, learn new skills, and allocate your character's attribute points. Characters gain 1 skill point and 3 attribute points per level. This was laid by Expedition 81. Oh, sorry, Expedition 1. That's like their logo, I guess. My bad. Okay, so we don't have a level upgrade or anything, so let's not get into that yet. Let's rest here. Everybody heals. It refills our potions in the bottom right there. Or bottom left, I should say. And then that saves our position. It does operate very similar to bonfires and stuff in Dark Souls. So if we fight an enemy and we go rest, those enemies will come back. First strike. Use R1 to attack an enemy first and gain an advantage in battle. So we'll definitely try to use that as much as we can. And then we get to go first. Okay. So, pay attention to the turn order on the left-hand side. You'll notice that Gustav is starting and then Luna's going second. But on the second go-around, Luna's going first and Gustav is going second. We'll talk about that in a second as to why I want you to pay attention to that. We'll hit a weak point here, and then we'll use our last 3 to do a Lumiere Assault, building up some charges. No problem. And then you might be able to just finish this guy with an Ice Lance.
Ice shatter.
Yes. Okay, so these guys weak to ice. He's attacking quickly. Oh, sick. Love it. Great amounts of damage. So you notice that little fire element came up. So if they were weak to fire, then they would take more damage from that. I don't know if it's just a general chance to burn or not either, but either way. So now notice all the turns afterwards. Luna is going first. Just note that. Goodbye. Got the extra 20% because of no damage, and we leveled up. And then you can also see which Pictos have leveled as well. So now we've taken 1 fight with Dodger. We need 4, and then that can become Illumina. We also got a Lanceram, so we got a new weapon as well for Gustav. Let's go ahead and throw that in right away. So current weapon is the Norum. It's physical. It scales on vitality. This one is stronger. It's going to scale on vitality and agility, so we'll go ahead and take that. Also, it looks way cooler. Kind of looks like from the ocean. Little Aquaman vibe there. Okay, so the reason I wanted to point out the speed. So if you notice here, there's 5 different combat stats. Health, speed, attack power, critical rate, and defense. Actually, since we got enough to level, let's just head back here. And we'll talk about it in a little bit more detail. So we will rest. Why not? Take us up to max HP there because we leveled, we got more HP naturally. We can talk about these attributes a bit. So you can see some descriptors on the right. Health, obvious. Attack power, obvious. Speed makes the character play more often. That's what we're going to talk about. Defense reduces incoming damage, obvious. And critical rate increases the chances of dealing critical hits. Critical hits deal 50% more damage, which is pretty significant. The only slightly ambiguous one is speed. And the reason that it feels a little ambiguous is because, as you noticed in that last fight, when we started, Gustav went first, and then Luna went first. But her speed is 216 versus 204, okay? Now, she is getting a plus 12 from the Pictos, that Dodger Pictos, and you can see that it actually breaks it down in there. It actually shows us, okay, her base is 204 plus 12, fine. So you might be thinking, okay, well, maybe they have the same base speed, so it's just random. It's not. In my testing with the preview, the fights always start with Gustav. Now, that could change later. I don't know. I've only got experience with the preview, but they always seem to start with Gustav. But then the speed stat kicks in, and on subsequent rounds, it goes in order of the character's speed stat. I don't know if that's like intentional, if that's something they might change at some point, but either way, that's what it is right now. So, do we want to figure out like who wants to go first and stuff right now? I don't think we need to. You can always recoat later with those, with the recoat ability. But for now, let's just focus on scaling their weapons and getting damage up and health up, stuff like that. So we've got 6 points available for each. Maybe we'll go like this. I think that works. A little bit of vitality, a little bit of luck. Get her crit chance to 10%, vitality up to 181. We'll lock that in. And then for you, we could just go like this and scale all of this. Now you'll notice that this is scaling his attack power as well. And if I go here, it's scaling defense as well. So some of these have impacts on other things, but this vitality, good to keep our main guy alive. At least he's our main guy for now. Also scales his weapon damage, which is pretty cool. And I think I might even just take some attack power off of this as well. So we'll go 3 might, 3 vitality, leave the rest as it is. Or we could try to get some crits up a little bit here. How many would I need to put in there? Yeah, okay, take him 5 to 7. The thing is, because he has so many attacks, like his Lumiere Assault does 5 hits, each one of those could crit. Now, it's not a ton of damage, but that could add up over time. So I think critical might not be terrible for him, but we'll have to see how the builds kind of play out as we go. Now, we also have skills here. So a whole bunch of different skills. Some of them are locked right now, so we can't even access them. But some of them we can check out right now. So he's got Powerful, which is a buff to 1 to 3 allies, and you'll get a little quick time event that pops up if you landed in the yellow or the perfect spot. Then you impact more of your allies. If you don't land within the perfect spot, then you impact less or fewer of your allies. And this will increase the damage they can deal for 3 turns. I believe it's a 50% increase in damage, which is pretty nice. It also gives 0 to 2 charges. And that, again, depends on how many of the perfect timings that you get. We can unlock this for 1 as well. This is Marking Shot. And we saw that Luna has something that benefits from Mark, so this might be a good one. It also does lightning damage, which is same as his Overcharge. And it's 1 hit. Then we go into things like From Fire, deals medium single target damage. And if it doesn't have an element associated there, it's just his physical damage. It counts as 3 hits, which could be good for building up his what's it called? The overkill thing. Overcharge. There we go. Uses the weapon's element. So if he finds a weapon element, great. Also heals himself by 20% if the target burns, which synergizes nicely with Luna, right? On the left, we've got Recovery. Recovers 50% health and dispels status effects. Gives 0 to 2 charges, again, based on the landing the perfect QTEs there. So we have some sustain from him. Then we have Strike Storm, that's going to require 10 skill points. Deals very high single target damage for 6 hits. Costs 7 AP, pretty expensive. Uses the weapon's element. Critical hits will generate 2 additional charges. So in theory, Strike Storm could generate enough hits if he crits a couple of times to use it once and then have your max overcharge ready to go. That's actually pretty cool. But again, that's not going to be something we can get till later. And you can see how these are all linked as well with the little lines in between. So we have to unlock these all anyways. But I like that. And it does allude itself to having more of a luck or a crit build for him. So maybe that's something we'll keep in mind. And then we have Shatter here. And it's got a little icon on it, same as Overcharge in the top right, that little star. And that means that it can break enemies. So it deals high lightning damage to all enemies. 1 hit. It can break if a target is broken by the hit, then it just fully charges your overcharge meter. So pretty situational, but with the right setup, I think pretty powerful because you don't have to rely on Strike Storm. So you probably wouldn't go Strike Storm and Shatter at the same time because you're going to generate enough on Strike Storm versus Shatter. But I guess it just depends on all this current situation. So we're going to go ahead and take Marking Shot here because that's going to synergize immediately with Luna's build. Now you can see here, Luna, we have access to all of her skills already with a couple that haven't been unlocked. How do we unlock these? Who knows? I have no idea. How do these get unlocked? I have no idea. We'll find out. So let's look at her level 1 skills. We won't go through all of them because we would be here for a long time, but I'll hover over them. And then if you guys want to read them in detail, feel free to pause the video. I think that would be a good kind of theory crafting thing. So let me know if you guys look at all these skills and what you think could be a sweet build for Luna, because we'll be tweaking these as we go and experimenting a lot. So her first available thing is Healing Light. Heals a targeted ally by 30 to 50% health and dispels status effects. If you consume 2 Earth Stains, then it'll cost you 0 AP instead of the 3. Not bad, actually. Earth Rising generates Earth Stains, does low Earth damage to all enemies for 1 hit, and it consumes Lightning for increased damage. Over here, Thunderfall generates Lightning and Light. Deals medium lightning damage to random enemies for 2 to 6 hits. Critical hits trigger an additional hit, which kind of makes sense with her attributes and her weapon scaling. Consumes Fire Stains for increased damage. Pretty cool. And then Electrify deals low single target lightning damage for 3 hits. Critical hits trigger an additional hit. So yeah, she has tons of stuff that lean into this critical thing so far. Same thing here on Lightning Dance. Yeah, interesting. Consumes a Fire Stain to generate 1 Light Stain. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's already going to generate 2 Lightning Stains. If you consume a Fire Stain, it'll generate a 3rd stain being Light or Wild. Okay, so right now, we're playing off of generating ice, right? And then using the ice on the immolation for more damage. And if the target is marked, then immolation applies more burn. So we can kind of see the sequencing that we'd want to do in that situation for sure. If I go to Earth Rising, this could help us generate Earth Stains, which can be used on Ice Lance. So you could argue, start with Earth, go to Ice Lance, go to Immolation. So you've got kind of that natural sequence there. Now this one consumes lightning for increased damage, which we're not going to have yet, but that's fine. We could go with like, actually, even if I went Ice Lance first, then I could go here for increased earth damage. So if enemies are weak to earth, then we could do even more damage there. But either way, I don't think we can go wrong. I think if we want to, if we only want to focus on damage, Earth Rising or Thunderfall are the way to go. If we want to have a little bit of sustain that doesn't rely on our potions, then Healing Light might be the way to go. Because this also dispels status effects, which could be pretty nice. The only downside is I have no way of consuming or generating earth stains to benefit from the 0 AP possibility on Healing Light. So I kind of feel like for now let's go into Earth Rising. So at least we can go Earth Rising into Ice Lance, into Immolation. Very easy to set up, very easy to sequence. And if we stack Immolation with a mark from Gustav, I mean, we're going to be crushing, right? Now, I did say that I would highlight over all the other things, and these are kind of broken out into these different areas. So this top section looks like it's all focused on healing. So Healing Light goes into Rebirth, which goes into Revitalization. Okay. Over here, Thunderfall looks like electricity down the way, but let's go to the left, and we've got fire stuff. So deals medium fire damage to all enemies, Fire Rage, high fire damage, Hell, love the name, sounds great. I'm not going to go through all of the descriptions. And then here we've got lightning-based stuff, so Electrify, Lightning Dance, Stormcaller. In the middle, we've got Mayhem, so this does a break. Consumes all stains to deal high elemental damage to the target. Can break if 4 stains are consumed. Interesting. Elemental Trick. Okay, so this is kind of like, this is using all stains. Very neat. And Elemental Genesis. Can only be, but this one you have to have all 4 in there. Very interesting. I wonder if it can use Wild for that. I have to imagine that it would still be able to. Very cool. On this side, looks like we've got more of the ice stuff. So Thermal Transfer. Crippling Tsunami. And Typhoon. And then on the far right, we've got earth stuff, so Rock Slide, Crustal Crush, and Terraquake. So if you guys look at this and come up with some builds, hey man, let me know. We'll try to do that together. So we already rested. I think this is probably a good place for us to stop this first video, which is super long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you made it this far, big shout out to you. Thank you for the support. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, liking the video, leave a comment. That would help me a lot. And most importantly, means you'll come back because you had a good time. And that's what we want. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Very eager to hear your thoughts on what you've seen so far. And I will be dropping videos on the regular. So get ready for that. Prepare your sub boxes. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.